Hey, this is Graham.
And this is Brian.
From the Bombcast podcast.
And you're listening to Everything Pro Wrestling, a show by the fans, for the fans.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is a podcast that can be found on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Every single Wednesday before AEW Dynamite, we dive into some of your favorite current-day wrestling, as well as some old-school stuff. We can also be found over on YouTube and Twitch, where we post exclusive video, whether it be content for video games, or wrestling news, or short clips, or even live streams. Come check us out and subscribe to the Pro Wrestling Shoot over on YouTube and Twitch. And if you want to find us on our social medias, it's at the Pro Wrestling Shoot on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, and over on Twitter at TPWS Podcast. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is not only just a podcast, we are also an independent company when it comes to audio engineering and graphics designs, as well as voiceovers. So come and follow us over on our social medias and check us out every single Wednesday over on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black, the one, the only, the man you call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
We are here to review AEW Dynamite for October 18th, 2023. I hope you guys are all ready to get this show on. We're going to be talking about everything that just went down on AEW Dynamite. It's going to be very, very interesting. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think of this show, because lots of thoughts, I guess, on this, with little minor things and things that are happening in the world of wrestling. So we're going to get into some of that tonight. Make sure you guys stick around, and big shout out to the homie Montezi, who does the intro every single week for us. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Ah, yes. Why? I'm turning all different kinds of colors on my arms here. It's what it is, though, tonight. It's what it is. We're going to get into this lovely Dynamite review. But first, you know how we do it every single week. Make sure, if you guys want to support the channel for free, hit that like button on the video. Also, subscribe to the channel helps as well. And last but not least, comment. Come in the chat. Let's talk a little bit, and we'll get through this. All right. Deanna, I'm the first one because the show isn't over. Hey, everyone. What up, Deanna? Matt Lopez. Oh, he said first. He got beat. You were second. Good evening, everyone. And then he yells at Deanna for beating him to the punch. B-Boy Skyline says, yeah, was good. Matt says today was an okay episode. Eric Douglas. So AEW apparently treats their baby faces like poo. Like poo. Fecal matter. BJ says, happy hump day. Yes, this show to me should have been titled Peaks and Valleys. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. Mm-hmm. Ace says, what up, my brothers? Chat, what's good? Easy E in the chat, what's good? What's good? I appreciate everybody who was in here. Like I said, show tonight. I honestly think this review is going to kind of be short and sweet.
Yeah.
I guess we can get into it. Let's go through. Let me pull up the handy dandy notebook, and let's get into this. First matchup, Derek. Penta El Zero Miedo versus Jay White. I will be calling him Pentagon, though, because that's the name I know him by. Absolutely. Lucha Underground for life. Pentagon and Jay White. This is one of the better matches, I thought, of the evening.
I agree.
I really can't complain too much about this one. I have fun watching it. I don't know how everyone else felt about it. Yeah, I mean, what did you think of this one, Derek? I don't want to go move by move for all of these tonight, really.
This one was good. I think the best exchange, or the best part, was the exchange with the knife edge chops. Well, not that. Can you say knife edge chops? Because I mean, it was more so like,
you know who's got the best chops in the game, though, when it comes to this matchup?
Well,
you knew I was gonna get him early, like the rain in the drought. Derek knows the next rap line, but I won't say it. I won't say it tonight. But yeah, the chop battle was fun. Penta hit some nice moves in this that we hadn't seen before. That little driver, like twisting driver he hit, I thought that was great.
That was nice. That was dope. That was dope. This was a match that it hit on different levels to where it was supposed to.
I see Pentagon is a star. Give Penta a singles run. Like when you need someone to fill that void, like Phoenix did, let Penta fill that void too. Penta's really good.
Why not? Let him get his run in before he retires.
He ain't retiring no time soon. Penta's all right. He out here living.
Just saying.
He out here living. He'll be all right.
That time's a ticket.
I think the tag team is what's saving them though, preserving those bodies a little bit more too. Bullet Club Gold was out there. You had Juice dancing around, just being a fool. Jay White, I know a lot of people are probably like questioning Jay White. I've heard some people question his promo ability. Jay White's pretty good. It's a different style, but I think Jay White is someone who's going to impress you at Full Gear.
Oh, absolutely.
Once it's time. Jay White uses the Bullet Club distraction. Juice uses that TJ Maxx ring. Pops Penta one right into the hidden blade. Jay White wins, baby. He holds on to his version of the Triple B, the Bang Bang belt. By the way, big fan of Bang Bang sauce. If you've never had it,
Bang Bang belt.
Big fan of the Bang Bang shrimp. What? Never? Have you ever had it?
I've had shrimp.
Have you ever had Bang Bang shrimp?
Nah.
See, you don't know. Gotta taste the sauce, bro.
Nah, bro. I stopped eating shrimp a long time ago.
Good. Well, what's wrong with shrimp?
Nothing. I just used to eat it a lot when I was a kid. I just got sick of it.
Were you living in the sea?
Basically, one of my friends I grew up with, his mom always made it all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take me a bowl.
Under the sea. Paul White will be on tomorrow night's Ohio Valley Wrestling on Fight TV. There you go. Paul White gonna be in the house. Listen, I'm just letting you know.
Nah, bro. It's not feasible.
Paul White even quiets the crowd because they are so hyped during his matches. Let him know, Beach. Let him know. Penta pulled out moves that were impressive, Deanna says. Fun show, missing a big star. Who would that be, E? You never know, there's always time to fix your mistakes. I don't know if you can fix this one.
Yeah, it might be redeemable.
We'll see.
Might catch a lot of heat for it.
Who cares about heat? You're trying to stay alive. Listen, we'll save the Tony Khan lecture for another day. I'm not today. I'm not even in the mood to talk about Tony. See, Bang Bang Shrimp is so good. Deanna knows. You just got to get one of those bad boys and just you just gotta go in, have one, man.
I can't.
Just go in.
I can't.
Hate on shrimp. See? Hating, bro. Do you think MJF regains the belt at Full Gear? I think he's gonna get it back before Full Gear, Eric. Bang Bang Shrimp. Pause. Oh, when you taste it, you will
play.
You'll press play with the tongue. Ooh, play. It's better than a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Oh no. Oh no. Well, wait. I would probably eat it just because I'm trying to avoid the bagel, the bread. But Derek. By the way, y'all, me and Derek kind of came to a truce. Can we do the truce on here?
Yeah.
We ain't playing Fight Forever. We can't because the game's too busted. Yeah. It's too busted. It's way too busted. And Derek was gonna pick someone who was gonna cheat, and I already know what Derek's gonna do. The rolling leg joint, kick to the face, ha, I beat you. And I was like, nah, we can't have that. So if me and Derek make another bet, that will be the first bet that you see. Will be patch jersey, steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Deal. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly joining us. What is good, Sean? Me and Sean host Clash of the Podcast. We'll be live at 7:05 this Monday, so make sure you are here. But then after that, we'll be back at our time at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the mothership, if you will.
Dead.
If you will, baby. My thumb Bernard. All right.
My guy Hooves.
Easy E in the chat was good. I had a steak, egg, and cheese on my way to work this morning. So good. See, he knows.
I you know what? I'm not.
You get that hash brown? That's the best part. Is that square hash brown you get with it?
Listen, I'm not even going front. I would probably eat a steak, egg, and cheese before I eat some bang shrimp.
Whoa. I don't know what Rob's referring to as BS, but you better let me know. Yeah, yo, it's the dentist for real, Deanna. Deanna said, dang, dentist. Yeah, they caught Sean too. He's going to be glistening and sparkling with the teeth too. Like, you see my joints pearly white right now. I was thinking about getting one of them treatments that they had in there. I don't know about that, though, because they said you could take it home and do it. But I'm like, why is it $400 if you do it? But if I take it home, it's $169 plus tax.
Because they're the technicians that are doing that.
Nah, I feel like you're using something better. If you get the $400, I don't know. I don't trust it.
Well, with that, I think you're getting that little blue light that they use.
That's a fact. PGA 2K bet. Nah, we ain't playing no 2K either. Ain't about to be mashing no buttons and beat me. I'll have that steak, egg, and cheese before I boot up to Marvel Spider-Man 2 this weekend. That's a fact.
Dude, that comes out?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep, let me know. Y'all duck at each other, smoke something. Wait, y'all duck at each other, smoke something terrible. Listen, we already said, bets off. Till they fix that game.
Yeah.
Till they fix that game, Eating and Mickey D is going to cause erectile dysfunction in your 50s. Well, that's going to be for Derek. Not for me, Daddy. Not for me. Love Jocelyn. What up? But yeah, we got a big match for Full Gear. I like that they're building up MJF and Jay White.
Yes.
I think it's nice. It's refreshing to see like the build happening now.
Absolutely.
I think they should build 3 big matches, mid build for 3 other matches, short build for 3 other matches. There you go, 9. And then if you got a 10th one you could throw it on. If it makes sense, do it.
Absolutely. I agree. That the way that they're structuring it's structured very nicely, and you can't go wrong with how you're doing it. And I feel like the chemistry between these two is going to be electric.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. Hold on, we have to stop some blasphemy in the chat. I ran through your whole championship squad with Yuka. I don't know when this happened, but I don't appreciate it. I did see that you had Yuka Sakazaki holding every title. That has been rectified, and we will not do that again. We cannot have that. They better use Barbasol and a hot towel for $400 hairs. Oh, this ain't for hair, bro. This is for your teeth.
Yeah, like special.
Yeah, hashtag Yuka 6 belts. Get this man. You get ready to lay down for bed. Tired of this. Tired of this disrespect. Jay White got on the mic. MJF stayed in the back. He said, I'm not going to waste my pop on this moment. But then the Acclaimed ran into him. Max Caster tries too hard once again. MJF dismisses him. It's going to happen. MJF is going to scissor Max Caster. That is the moment we are waiting for. Yuka is the go. I do love me some Yuka Sakazaki, though. I ain't gonna front. But Rob did that behind my back. That's where I did not appreciate this. Let's get into the next matchup. We had an eliminator match for the women's championship, Emi Sakura versus Hikaru Shida. It was the teacher versus the student. Oh, it says it right there. Wow, I didn't even notice that. I actually wrote that down. Wow. Hey. I'm trying too hard. So, Emi dominated this match early on for the most part until Yuka got that knee to the gut.
Yeah.
Shida is rolling around trying to get the win. They're doing what they had to do in this match. She hits one katana, kind of got blocked a little bit. I don't know what happened there, but they had another katana knee strike for the win. Hikaru Shida, first ever 3-time AEW Women's Champion. I'm happy to see it. Like I think Shida has been the workhorse woman for this division. Like, she has been going in, night out, and crushing it.
She's been the pure unadulterated savior for this division.
Holy Sheeta, right? Rob Yuka was like, that doesn't work for me, brother. More like I was like, that doesn't work for me. I love women's wrestling. I love Joshi wrestling. Hey, then this match was perfect for you. I was happy with this.
Yeah, so was that.
It was a match. Sheeta wins. Keep the belt on, Sheeta. This is what we're gonna do.
Yes, let's stop flip flopping. That gets a little too
flippity
flop.
A said that this was a great match. Sounds like people were enjoying this. I like it. Let's move on. Next thing up we had up was the rated R rebuttal to Christian Cage. Adam Copeland sits down with Renee Paquette, and he kind of goes through how him and Christian became friends. Christian's a little dork, basically, and he was a nerd who came to the school in 6th grade. They sent old Adam out there to go help this young man out. All right, go help this young man out and be his friend. And they became best friends. They bonded over wrestling.
Yep.
He said that he got to wrestling school first. He had to convince Christian to go. He gets to the big time first. They didn't mention WWE, and that was it. Like, and then he said that early on he did something that you're not supposed to do. He kept suggesting, hey, you should check out my friend. He's really, really good.
Right.
And Christian gets a tryout. Boom, he's in.
Hey.
And basically leads to Christian's been always behind him a little bit. I'm looking forward to this story. He says he doesn't want the TNT championship. I don't believe you.
Right.
But
I don't believe you.
Can't say anything else after that.
Right.
I just thought about that. But that was the promo. I thought this was a better promo segment for Adam Copeland.
Yes. This one was well thought out, I would say. This one was well thought out. This had the message directed the correct way. It wasn't in shambles. I don't know if I want to use shambles, but I'm gonna use it today. I just think this one was structured perfectly and delivered the way that it should have been delivered.
Chucky's in the chat. Chucky, isn't your show on right now? Chuckaroo. What's going on? Jeff Jarrett is going to face Eddie Kingston on Collision. If Jeff wins, Lethal gets an ROH World Championship match.
Okay.
Slap nuts.
Right.
Feel like we've heard this story over and over. Ooh. I mean, I like them. I think eventually we are going to get the tag team of Adam Copeland and Christian Cage eventually down the line. The question is, as baby faces or as heels? Strap them up with the tag titles once it's time, though.
I
think you could go either way and it'll be fine.
It can, but you know what though? I'd like to go against the grain. Let's go as the heels.
That's what I like to hear. Next up, we don't have a graphic, but Wardlow versus Ryan Nemeth. Dolph Ziggler's brother. Powerbomb. Tony Schiavone tries to get a word. He just points to, why are you doing this? He points to the MJF wrist tape and then powers through Schiavone. Wardlow is tired of his treatment in this company.
Big time.
He's sick of it. Kenny Omega is then interviewed by Renee Paquette. There's a tease of MJF and Kenny Omega.
Yes.
MJF does let him know 13 days until I break your world title record. So he keeps letting him know that. Adam Cole then makes a PB&J for Roddy with crust.
Adam!
Big mistake there.
Yes.
Following up with that, we got Don Callis and the family being interviewed. Y'all got drama. The saga continues.
Right.
What do you think of Powerhouse Hobbs being put with this group, Derek?
I think this is a good idea because Powerhouse Hobbs has been kind of left in the dark a little bit.
Well, he's been with mad groups though. The problem was we all knew that QT one.
Yeah, that was
heading for disaster.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like this time
it fits. It feels bigger.
Yes, this feels bigger than any group that he's been in so far. And I think with Don Callis, I think he'll get bigger than what he is. I think the the slope is a lot higher now, because I feel like it was like here, then here a little bit.
They gave him the
down.
TNT title, but then he dropped it real quick again.
Yeah. So I think rolling with Don Callis, I think his plateau is here now. Well, not plateau, but like his direction is here.
Right. After that, we get into him kind of disrespecting. I think he called him a scab wrestler, Kyle Fletcher. And Kyle Fletcher came out and said he did this as a favor to Will Ospreay, who is part of the Don Callis family. Don Callis calls upon him when they need a big matchup, and then Will Ospreay, comes over from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Thank you.
Thanks, bruv. And Kyle Fletcher wants to prove himself, it sounds like, to Don Callis. And I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
I think that they could be the tag team in the group.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, it makes sense what they're trying to do here.
I don't think there's any doubt that those two can be a great tag team.
Yeah, I think it'll be just fine with them doing what they have to do. I just hope, I don't know how long his partner's going to be out for, Mark Davis, but they got to get him back in there. Aussie Open was kind of doing all right, but maybe this will give them a chance to reset themselves.
What was it? Broken wrist?
Yeah, maybe that's what it looked like.
6 to 8 weeks.
Hopefully. I mean, back in the day, you used to just throw the cast on and get out there, but
right. Depending on how bad it is, I'd say 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. And next up, we get Kyle Fletcher, Kenny Omega. Fletcher was aggressive in this. I see singles potential for him.
Oh, you know what? Just seeing what Kyle Fletcher did in this match definitely can solidify the fact that he can go in a singles run by himself. He doesn't need help. You know, it's nice to be in a tag team, but I think he's got more potential to be I don't want to say he's got more potential to be a singles wrestler, but I think he has the potential, more potential than what people think he might have.
Right. Shout out to Ace. Roddy did say he was going to try to be friends with MJF. Yes. Looks like they're going to try to move on from this point.
Yes.
Chucky, not a fan of Aussie Open. Take it easy, Chuck. Fletcher, I put Fletcher solid in the ring with this. Kenny Omega wins with the one wing angel.
Please stop saying winged.
You know you're gonna end up saying it one time now because you keep repeating it.
I know, and I'm gonna tweet Excalibur like, yo, stop saying that. That's not a word.
But it is.
No. Neither is Phoenix.
Kenny Omega gets the win, though. He's back on the right track. Is this the turnaround for Omega? I hope so. They teased Omega MJF. You better do it. Don't play.
Yeah.
We had a lot of matches sitting on the table, and I think you got to start dusting these bad boys off now.
Yeah.
Lance Archer came out next. He went up against a wrestler named Barrett Brown. He was destroyed fairly quickly.
Yes. Honestly, I feel like this match was out of place. It wasn't needed. It wasn't necessary. I mean, I get it because Archer's been gone for what, months?
He's there, but he's just not being used. They were sending him like to New Japan and different places to do stuff.
I mean, I get it, but I think with us,
the problem is you can't keep beating him because he's a giant. But that's what eventually he's going to get fed to Hangman, Cole, whoever it is. So they try to keep him special by go away for a while. People maybe they forget, but we need to see him more often.
Yes. Why not?
Toni Storm did do another film with RJ. I thought it was wonderful. RJ did get slapped in the film. Derek was not feeling it this week. Derek wanted to hear that music with Rob.
Yes, bro. Like you have to be able to watch that full screen with the music going. Just having it picture in picture, it takes away from the whole experience.
Derek hates picture in picture, for the record.
I do. With a passion.
Hater. BJ said snap that thing so that Max Recovery, unless he heals quick like Cena. Never know. Cena's just Superman. I don't know how he would bounce back sometimes from injuries that quick. Gotta love MJF and Roddy forward. Adam is going to be out for a good while. I hope that they get him back soon too. Archer was only there because he's from Texas. Ooh. And that was the hard part for some of these matches. We also had Swerve Strickland, Big Pressure remix coming with Prince Nana. And then we had Tony Schiavone introduces Sting. Well, Derek,
It's that.
Derek, we found out, man. Sting came out to address the fans, and some was like, well, is this about his retirement? Is he going to announce it? And
that I will never retire.
Well, not for Sting. Sting had to come out. He had to address the Lugas, the Dusty Rhodes, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, for putting him over, making him a big time star. And Sting says that at Revolution 2024, it's over.
Done. Kaput. Benito.
Hanging him up. It's sad, man. Like,
it is.
Like I saw BJ and a bunch of people in the chat mentioning Sting before.
It is sad. That's a childhood wrestler right there. Who's wrestled for a very, very long time.
He was when I was a kid, he was the guy. Like, he was one of the guys.
Yeah, like Sting was it. Sting was it. Like that was your, like,
he's a generational talent.
Yeah, that was your Hulk Hogan if you didn't have Hulk Hogan.
If you were a WCW guy, he's your guy.
Yeah.
B-Boy said, I'm happy I saw Sting live. Matt Lopez says, I'm calling now Sting and Darby at Revolution. Sting going out on his terms. I'm good with it. I am too, Deanna. It was better than that WWE, like, being forced to retire. That was not the way for Sting to go out. And I'm glad that he got to jump off balconies, do craziness. Yeah. He was only supposed to do cinematic matches, and this dude came back and was like, yeah, I'll do some matches for you, Tony. Exactly. 3 years we got out of Sting. I cannot complain. I have nothing bad to say about this.
Not at all.
Moving on here. Let's get into the sit down here with good old JR and Nick Wayne and his mom. I swear, I thought JR was about to say, hey, show some respect to your mother.
I thought he was too.
He did. I was waiting for him to say, you ever taken him out to the woodshed? I'm tougher than a $2 steak. I'll do it for you. JR was out there trying to reason with this. JR is really good in the sit downs when it's done seriously. And I thought this was good. Nick Wayne kept telling his mom, don't touch me. This is the teenager type garbage that they do. And Nick Wayne's mom slaps him. Christian comes. You've ruined this. And Christian had the best line. You should have called. You should have hit me up. They walk out, and then as soon as they walk out, you start hearing like, oh, it was like a video game. They open up the door. Darby Allin is smoking these boys. Like, I don't know what happened. He's just throwing people in the guardrails, gates. I don't know where that dinosaur was, but he was off duty or sleeping.
He was doing something.
Bro,
he wasn't ready.
Darby beats him down. A little time goes by. They get into the arena. Nick Wayne chipped his tooth on something, and he is getting effed up. Darby is beating this dude like he stole something from him, like pounding on him. Christian is trying to get a hold of himself. Luchasaurus grabs Darby, tosses him down the ramp. Here comes Sting. He's kicking Luchasaurus. They are beefing. They chase everybody away. This feud is not over yet, and I don't know when it's going to end, how it's going to end, but they're making moves. I can see Edge maybe getting it, or Adam Copeland, excuse me. My bad, my pardon. I'm swear jar, I guess I got to put it in. Yo, PJ, stop. Matt said, I was happy I got to see Sting. Nick Wayne got his tooth taken out of his mouth. Man, he got rocked. Have you ever been taken to the woodshed? Cowboy hat. Hold on tight now. Now I'm going to take you to the outhouse after this where you belong. Luchasaurus was sleeping because Christian did have the dragon dagger on him. From one dino to another. You got me there, Deanna. That was funny. I thought this was a fun segment, though. I think we're going to get a trios match. I don't know if it's at Full Gear. Do you save, like, Edge? Can you hold off until, like, March? That's a long time.
It is a long time.
There's a rumor December pay-per-view. I don't know if they're actually doing it or if they're just referring to the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. because ROH hasn't had one in a couple of months, but just saying, could be.
I definitely think if you're
or is this like a Dynamite match? Would you say the trios?
I think this is a Dynamite match because it has to come down to either Darby and Christian or Christian and Adam.
Yeah, and we'll eventually get there. Listen, guys, I promise you, I think tonight's show is gonna be super short for us.
Yeah,
not trying to be funny here, but I jumped to the main event. I meant to click that one. The Rampage. We got CMLL on here a little bit. Mystico versus Rocky Romero. See, this is huge because CMLL was not allowed to like work with. I forgot what it is. New Japan and CMLL have a deal, so AAA wrestlers couldn't work with people. But it looks like maybe Tony Khan's getting them to like, hey, lower the swords, boys. We're all working together here.
Right.
All right, let's work together. So this is, I believe this is the original Mystico. I don't think this, or well, I shouldn't say the original, but this is the Mystico from WWE that everybody was like, oh, what happened with this guy? Blah blah blah. Versus it's not my boy Sin Hunico. That was my dog right there. You talk about someone fighting and beating people down backstage. That was that boy. He was 2-0 as well.
Hey, there you go.
Simon Gotcha and Sheamus found out. I'm just letting y'all know.
Big time.
Big time. Let's see what we got. So we got Mystico versus Rocky Romero. Claudio and Wheeler Yuta will be in action on Rampage. Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho. John Silver, Kip Sabian, and Brother Zay. Winner faces Orange Cassidy at Battle of the Belts, which will be live after Collision. We got the tag titles on the line. Claudio and Wheeler will challenge Big Bill and Ricky. Start. Here you go.
One time for the one time.
Miedo versus Action Andretti was also announced. CJ Perry's kind of in the middle of that, so maybe we'll get some advancement in that storyline.
Would be nice. Battle
of the Belts will be live following Collision. Chris Statlander challenged Willow Nightingale. I can see Willow taking the belt.
I can too.
Or we finally get the heel turn from the Mist and everything else.
I'm telling you, bro, it's happening.
Orange Cassidy will battle someone, and then we also have the Acclaim defending against Garcia in 2.0. But they had their issues.
Issues.
Yeah. Matt is PO'd about that ROH pay-per-view. I hope it happens at the Hammerstein for you. Original Sin Cara, Nick Wayne getting whooped by his mom. Be right back, y'all. If I missed the ending, I'll catch up. Just in case, tonight AEW is basic Little Caesars pizza. EPW brings out the Pizza Hut fire. This is OG Sin Cara, right? Yes. Rocky is a double champion. Rocky Romero's everywhere right now. Danielson wanted a CMLL run. You can let him get a match over there. Yep. Oh, and then Matt's reminding us Jeff Jarrett, Eddie Kingston on Collision. If Jeff wins, Lethal gets an ROH championship match. Willow, heel, and champ? Yes. I can see it. And then, and next week on Tony Khan has a gift for Sting. RVD's back in Philadelphia as Hook and RVD are going to be in a team, and MJF faces the winner of the next matchup, the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal. MJF offered Dustin some money to kick Juice down below. Daniel Garcia was kind of the MVP of this match. They gave him big eliminations on Dustin Rhodes and Jeff Hardy. Those are two big names from the Attitude Era that they were like, Garcia, get him out of here, coach.
Right.
Following up from that, we get down to Max Caster and Juicy, my boy, Juice Robinson. Garcia gets eliminated. Then Max Caster and Juice final two. MJF and Jay White start brawling on the stage. As soon as it looks like MJF may have the triple B back, Jay White low blows him. And this distracts Max Caster long enough to get hit with the big ring katow. I think it was a left hand, actually. But boom, lefty. And he knocks him out with the southpaw. Over the top rope goes Max Caster. Juice Robinson, MJF. MJF said he swears on his mother's brown eyes that he is going to eliminate Juice next week.
He's going to bury that man.
that was the promise that was made. I'm in. I like Juice a lot. I'm telling you guys, Juice Robinson has star written on him.
Yes.
Give this guy a chance if you don't like him.
Juice is funny.
He is the madman of Bullet Club Gold, and I like it.
It fits so well.
That was tonight's show, though. Like I said, me and Derek could go like for 20 more minutes, but we're gonna save that for another time and another show, I think. Let me know how you guys felt about the show tonight, Derek. I mean, what would you rate this show? Like I said, we got through it quick. There were some like squash matches on here, which not bad. I feel like the Dynamite shows a bit more concise.
Yes,
but
I would say 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, I was gonna go like 6.7 for me. You know, not like a F, but this isn't some like over the rainbow. This show was great, and like I said, you're gonna get shows like this during the build up to other ones. Let's see here. A says Jay White might get involved next week. Yo, look at the banner though, real quick for this for MJF. 2019, 2020, 21, and 2022. MJF has held on to this ring. It's part of his gimmick at this point.
Yes.
To have that ring. When he finally loses it, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I was trying to play it out in my head how this would work.
You think Juice should win it next week?
I think Juice should win it. Only because
but he already has a ring, so he can already play into it. What's he need another one? Just to say that you took something away from Max, make him feel vulnerable.
Yeah, I think it has to be a mind game though. Like I need this. I need to keep this ring, and I gotta keep this ring. I gotta get my Triple B back, everything. And I feel like the match that we need back is going to start with Juice.
I think MJF wins. I think they wanted him to 5-peat.
Oh, absolutely.
Was that what I say? 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, so this will be 23. I think he 5-peats, and then next year maybe he either bows out or drops it. Deanna's giving this a 7.5 tonight. MJF swearing on his mother's eyes like Kingston. Classic. Matt Lopez says 6.8 out of 10. So we're about in the same ballpark there, Matt. I agree with you. E says better than Jada Smith's leaks out of 10.
Someone's got to stop her, bro. They do.
It's time to break MJF down and build him up, Deanna says. No, Juice wins. Max Caster trying to take MJF's peanut butter. Adam Cole's making peanut butter tonight.
Adam!
All right, before we get out of here, though, too, I know everybody can still put what they thought of the show in. What I saw someone say Darby's the last match for Sting. What do you think should be the last match?
I think that should be the last match because then it's Sting passing on the torch to Darby.
Ace gave it 6.7 for tonight's show. Sorry, I put my hand in front of my mouth. Podcast rule, no. Yeah. I don't know though. If you had to do Sting and Darby as a team, what would be another final match to see? Do you get another legend to come in and team up with somebody? Do you do it one last time? You got options here.
You do. I think it has to be strategically placed in order to do it, but in order for it to make sense, it has to be strategically placed.
E said creamy, I can't say the next word, organic looking peanut butter. Ew. Crunchy. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Remember the BBs, bro?
Yeah. Oh, Butterfinger BBs were great.
Absolutely.
Butterfinger BBs were great. Sting versus Gravity. Banditos, brother? What you talking about? Yeah, I feel bad for him. Many times someone dogs and they got to be like, yeah, get out of here. Terrible. Poor guy. Him and Bandito be a good team.
Oh,
just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
You already know it.
I hope he's back from injury soon.
We need a lot of people back.
Yeah, they got some talent, man. I feel like Rampage has become the ROH show too. Sting versus Infito. Yes. You know what? I'm kind of sad we never got Sting versus Cody.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Hail Caesar.
I wanted Cody to turn heel and come out with like the old face paint with the blonde hair. He could have done it, I think, with the jacket.
He could have.
He would have came out that little American wrestling has more than one. I can see little tassels. Adrenaline in my soul. He said, "See. You a fool, E. Sting versus Darby would make sense, but I don't want to see Darby turn on Sting. Don't have to.
I don't think that would be the route.
He said, Cody. I thought Cody would have been a good match, though, for Sting. And not even trying to be funny. Love to see it. Yeah, I'm a hater. Oh, y'all leave him alone. Leave him alone. But listen, I think we'll end this one early tonight.
Yeah.
Let you guys get some rest. They got us already. Clash of the Podcast will be live at about 7:05 on Monday. Topics remain to be decided upon. Sean will pick those out, but I'm sure we're going to have a little Bound for Glory talk. Sting versus Copeland. I think they're going to tag up. I don't think that he's going to give him the final match.
No.
I don't even know. Will Sting go out on a one-on-one? Like I said, he's been wanting to do tag teams too, he said the whole time, to protect him from probably the things he can't do.
Right.
So like I said, maybe him and Darby go out one last time and they do what they do best. Alex Shelley versus Josh Alexander, the main event. You got Trinity, Mickey James, the Rascals versus ABC, Chris Sabin versus Kenta, Monsters Ball, PCO, the Man Beast Rhino, Steve Macklin, and where's my hand? Moose. We're also going to get MK Ultra versus Tasha Steelz and Deonna Purrazzo. And you're going to get Will Ospreay versus Mike Bailey, a Call Your Shot gauntlet match, which is their version of Money in the Bank. And in the Hall of Fame, you're getting Tracy Brooks, Mike Tenay, and RIP to the legend, Don West. Don, thank you for the bags, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Always sold something to me. One of the best salesmen and marketers. I wish that they could have done more for Don and TNA Wrestling. He was always hooking them up, man.
Right.
Looks like a solid pay-per-view, I'm telling you. How do you finally get rid of PCO? Deanna wants to know. I don't know. I don't know. What would end Frankenstein? What do you do? Take the bolts out? The neck? What?
Yeah, but
drop him in acid?
I don't know, because that's a tough one. How do you play that off to make it realistic without making it supernatural?
Maybe you put him in a dumpster and just crush it. I don't know.
Yeah,
you got options.
You could do that.
You got options, but PCO is a legend in the game, and I appreciate everything that he did for pro wrestling while he was here. PCO's the man. I got nothing else. Me and Derek will be back next week as usual to review AEW Dynamite. We have fun doing these for you guys every single week. All right. We're going to probably do a Full Gear review. It's looking good for Full Gear. That December pay-per-view, I don't know about that yet. AEW, like I said, if AEW increases those pay-per-view loads, y'all can definitely expect us not to talk about them right away. Maybe Derek can pop on Clash and we can get him to talk about those. I don't know how early he can get over here for some of them, but maybe that's how we'll have to do it going forward. We'll figure out something, though.
Right.
But in the meantime and in between time, for myself, Conrad Cushman, for the tag team partner, the man in black, the man they call Derek, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. Do me a favor, do something kind for someone, and make sure you guys show love to someone throughout the week. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us. We'll see you guys all on Monday for Clash of the Podcast. 1.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase, the opinions and knowledge that anyone can take, showing you how it is done, proving I am number one, what a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. by the fans, for the fans, not many whose hand can understand everything pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson. Yes.